I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning from a Life in the UK test part 259, Films part 2. Why you're doing risk training, and if you participate in risk training, that is at your own risk. So, there are in the United Kingdom the Ealing Studios. And the Ealing Studios have a claim to be the oldest continuously working film studio facility in the world. So the Ealing Studios, these are basically some people, and we're having a company, so that we can work better together, having a company, and they're doing movies, so they're called, they need a name, and because we're doing movies, that's often happening in a studio, so they're the Ealing Studios. And the Ealing Studios, there is a claim, or they have a claim, the Ealing Studios has a claim that they are the oldest continuously working film studio. It must be around 130 years. Britain continues to be particularly strong in special effects and animations. We already had that from the beginning, British filmmakers became famous for clever special effects, and this continues to be an area of British expertise. Britain continues to be particularly strong in special effects and animation. One example is the work of Nick Park, who has won 4 Oscars or Academy Awards for his animated films, including 3 for films featuring Wallace and Gromit. So in Britain there are many movies done with special effects, so these things are not actually, they are not what they look like, that's better. I think they can happen in front of a camera. Special effects can be many different things, and also animations. So these are not actually happening. Animations, I'm not going to explain it now. One example is the work of Nick Park. So Nick Park is doing animations, and he has won 4 Oscars, or also got Academy Awards, for his animated films. And he has got 3 of his 4 Oscars were for the Wallace and Gromit films, or featuring Wallace and Gromit. Actors such as Sir Lawrence Oliver, David Neal, we had Lawrence Oliver already, he is a Shakespeare actor. No, he was a Shakespeare actor. There's the Lawrence Oliver Award, which takes place annually at different venues in London. There are the variety of categories, including Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Actress. The awards are named after the British actor Sir Lawrence Oliver, later Lord Oliver, who was best known for his roles in various Shakespeare plays. And actors such as Sir Lawrence Oliver, David Niven, Sir James Harrison, and Richard Burton starred in a wide variety of popular films. British actors continue to be popular and continue to win awards throughout the world. Recent British actors to have won Oscars include Colin Firth, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Dame Judi Dench, Kate Winslet, and Tilda Swinton. So there are many people from the United Kingdom who are doing the acting job in movies. So that is the part that is visible for the audience of the work. So the actors are the people visible, the people appearing in movies. And these are, for example, the people who play these characters when in the movies: Sir Lawrence Oliver, or David Niven, or Sir James Harrison, or Richard Burton. And also in the last few years, there are also many actors who are successful throughout the whole world. For example, and here is now listed who has won an Oscar or also got Academy Award: Colin Firth, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Dame Judi Dench, Kate Winslet, Tilda Swinton. The annual British Academy Film Awards, hosted by the British Academy of Film and Television Arts, BAFTA, are the British equivalent of the Oscars. So the Oscars, or as they're called in the United States, Academy Awards, are the most important, I think, of the United States. I wouldn't say in the world, but they are the most important, yes, of the United States. Let's just say the United States. So there are the Academy Awards or Oscars in the United States, and in the United Kingdom It's not just the equivalent to the Academy Awards in the United States, it is the most important one in Britain. So these are then the BAFTA. And BAFTA is the acronym for British Academy of Film and Television Awards, basically. So there's an award given out. We now know of another award, and that is the BAFTA award, and that is given out to multiple people, and that is a very important prize if someone wins them in filmmaking. Now we're through with films. Do we include some famous British films? Let's not do that and use the time then to go back to other things we still work with musicians to learn. So now we're going to do wrist training, then we're going to look a bit over that, and then another musician. That will be Sir Benjamin Britten, which whom we have now. So the wrist training, if you participate in it, that is at your own risk. We're having a good and stable stand. The arms are next to us, hands on the fist. And we bring the fists down. And again, up. And last time. And this was the spotlight. And now we're going to do the flashlight. Same setup. This time we bring the fists to the insides and to the outsides. And we're having 3 rules. The first rule is that we're stopping immediately as soon as we feel pain. The second rule is that we're going only as fast as we can go with a little bit of effort. And the third one is that we're not overdoing it. We're doing only a few times here. Less than we're capable of doing. So last time now to the outsides. And to the insides. Now we're doing the magician. Same setup, just the flat hands to the inside and to the outside. And the last time to the outside and to the insides. Now we're doing the pancake flipper. And hands next to us, bringing them up, and again down, and again up, and down. And last time up, and down. Okay, I think we will go through all of the films then later again. Now to Benjamin Britten. Before Benjamin Britten, we had something before William Wharton. What was William Wharton? So William Wharton, he did Belshazzar's Feast and Facade. Facade is used then as ballet. Anything else? And he the marches for the coronation of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth II. Now Benjamin Britten. He wrote the operas Peter Grimm's or Billy Budd. And also A Young Person's Guide to Orchestra, which is based on a piece of music for Purcell, just in case we're asking what's based on a piece of Purcell. And he founded the Elderbook Festival in Suffolk. Okay, so they're having founded Elderbook Festival in Suffolk. And they're taking Suffolk with to it. It's easier to remember. Elderbook Festival in Suffolk was founded by Benjamin Britten. In Suffolk, there's a festival, and that was founded by Benjamin Britten. And the name of the festival in Suffolk, founded by Benjamin Britten, is Elderbook Festival. Peter Grimm's Billy Budd, operas written by Benjamin Britten. Peter Grimm's Billy Budd. And he also wrote A Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra. Can we remember that? A Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra, I think yes, and Peter Grimm's and Billy Budd. So if you ask who wrote Peter Grimm's, it would be Benjamin Button. Benjamin Britt. Billy Butt. Peter Grimm's and Benjamin Britt. And when we're gonna look for horse races after we've finished this track, we are doing the quadrangular castle acting. The hands out of the fists and bring them to the inside. And up. And to the outside. And down. And to the inside. And now you're on the ground down. To the outside. And up. And to the inside. And for that exercise, we grab anxious to the fever. Arm with a hand from the fist next to us, and we're bringing it down, and we're pressing a little bit against it. Pulling it from the outside. Now from the top. And we're pressing a bit. Now we're doing the same on the other side, hand form to the fist next to us, and we're pressing a bit against it. Pulling it from the outside. And we're pressing a bit from the top. And bottom. And now we're closing exercise or something like that. We're going to moderate force over the middle part of the lower arm. The other side. And let's now look for the horse races. So there is the Royal Ascot in Berkshire. Royal Ascot in Berkshire, just Berkshire. Royal Ascot. And now we're having in Aintree, that is near Liverpool, the Grand National. We're making now Aintree. We're making now only Aintree. Ira and Horse Racing Museum later, so Aintree. Aintree, Liverpool. Aintree is near Liverpool. And there's the Grand National, another horse racing. Grand National at Aintree, near Liverpool. Grand National at Aintree, near Liverpool. The other one which we already had is Royal Ascot in Berkshire. Now the 4 flowers. Was it red rose? Just the rose is of England, and England has St. George, so 23rd April. Then we're having Scotland, that is the thistle, and Scotland has St. Andrew, and St. Andrew, that is 30th November. Then we have Wales, the daffodil, and Wales has St. David, and that is on 1st March, the Saint Patron Day. And Ireland, that is the St. Patrick's Day, that is on the 17th March, and that is the Shamrock. Now let's read that one poem piece again here. Robert Browning, Home Thoughts from Abroad. Out to be in England now, that April's there, and whoever wakes in England sees some morning unaware, that the lowest boughs and the brushwood sheaf around the elm tree bowl are in tiny leaf, while the chaffinch sings on the orchard bough in England now. So thank you very much, and until the next time.